everyone. So I'm gonna do my first like official rant video, and this rant pretty much came to me yesterday, and my rant is gonna be about grocery stores. Sounds kind of stupid, but there's so many things that I saw yesterday that just bugged the freaking crap out of me. Okay, first off, I was only getting a few items on my list. I had like a basket. I might have had a cart. I think I had a cart. But whatever it was, I had like maybe like 6 or 7 things on my list that I needed to get for my mom. And, you know, like, okay, so I'm looking like all around the grocery store, just looking like, okay. And then I see on my list I needed creamer for my mom. And she likes the cold creamer, so I'm like right next to the creamer. I was like, oh, there's the creamer. There was only one little glass door for the creamer. Okay, so this lady's sitting here standing in front of it. She's just standing. She doesn't even look like she's looking at the creamer. She's just standing, just like, she doesn't even look like she's looking. So then finally, she finally decides to open the door. She still doesn't know what she wants. She stands there for probably a good 45 seconds to a minute. Door wide open, just standing there.
So we prepared to do an ETD in the emergency department.
45 seconds of that. First off, I already see what I want. I'm like motioning, I'm like, you know, tapping on my cart. I'm just like, hey, any day, you know, just thinking like, okay, yeah, okay, okay, you gonna pick out your creamer any day now? Okay, yeah, any day now, woman, any day. And finally, she closes the door and walks away. Took her about a minute to decide that. So, you know, maybe in my typical let me put on a scene after you annoy me kind of motive, I walk up and I like slam the door open, grab what I need really quickly, and close it. There was 2 things that bugged me about that. Obviously, you know, the first, that she just stood there staring and didn't even get anything. Okay, she obviously saw me behind her. Like, I was like tapping my car and I was like, you know, trying to see if I could get around her or something. No, she didn't move. The second thing that bugged me is that she kept the freaking door open. Like, okay, grocery stores, they made those doors so you can look through them without opening it. As soon as you open that, all the cold air goes out. Those items are meant to be cold. The doors are meant to stay closed until you know what you want. Not to stand there with the door open for 45 seconds, just standing there. And especially if you're not going to pick up anything. That's the worst part, I think. Oh my god, it just, it drives me insane. And then probably the third thing, this didn't happen to me yesterday, but it happens to me a lot. And it really bugs me. Is, there's actually another thing too. These both things are considering lines at grocery stores. Okay, the first thing is when there's an express line open for like 15 items or less, and I have like my exact like 15 or maybe, you know, 14, maybe 10, maybe 5, maybe even 2. Person with like, you know, 20, 25 items comes through. Grocery stores don't enforce that. If you're gonna like have those lines, enforce it. It bugs me about the customers and the employees because neither one of them obviously enforce it. You know, it like, I've worked in a grocery store. It's not that hard to be like, sorry ma'am, this is only for express, you know, can you please move to another line? Or something like that. It's not that hard to say that. Yeah, it sounds a little rude, but those express lines were made for a reason. They were made for the people who just have like a few items in their hand to run through the line without having to wait in line behind, you know, a soccer mom who's doing shopping for 6 kids and a husband and has like $300 worth of items in her cart. Nobody wants to wait behind that, especially if you only have like 2 items. So it's definitely one thing about lines that bugs me. The second, which actually happened to me at more of like convenience stores than grocery stores, but either way, it's still a store, is, and this happened to me numerous times. I don't know, like when I was in Florida, it happened to me all the time. I don't think I've ever had it happen in North Carolina. None that I remember. I think I remember once or twice in Virginia. When, you know, they make an announcement over the loudspeaker. Oh, you know, I just opened my line on line number 5. If you have few items, come down this way. It's, people, like, are ready to attack you to get to the line first. Like, okay, everybody knows that I've been suffering with an injury, and I had my injury still then. I had, like, 2 items in my hand. I think I had, like, you know, toilet paper and shampoo or something, you know, something really, like 2 things. This guy behind me, like, I was already waiting in line for a good, like, 5 or 6 minutes before the lady announced that the line was open. And so I'm standing there, with my 2 things, and this guy just comes up behind me as soon as she's announcing. He's got like 7 or 8 things. As soon as she announces it, I start walking over, very casually, and then he literally almost pushes me out of the way to try to beat me there. Me with an injury and with like 2 things in my hand, and you have like 7 or 8 things. And then we get there right about the same time, but he gets ahead of me just a little bit, so I just let him go ahead, maybe in my frustrated self, like, fine, whatever, go, you're in such a rush. And then he just sits there and he's like, honey, come on. And he's making his wife run like in high heels because he got there first. That bugs me. Like, okay, if you don't have your party together and you need money or something from another party, then you need to, like, wait with them. You don't cut somebody off, 1, with an injury, and 2, you just don't do that in general, injury or not. You just don't do that. That's just messed up. Oh my god. Oh, that experience bugged me. But yeah, I think that is my official rant video about any type of stores. I just really needed to let that out, and I feel so much better. So yeah, I'll hopefully be getting this video up tonight. Other than that, I really wanted to do a really long video, but 1, I don't think anybody would probably watch a 30-minute video of me answering questions, so probably won't do that. But I'm going to do a this or that, it's a this or that beauty video, which I'm not into a lot of beauty stuff, but I still want to do it. And then there's a 50 very random question video also coming too. So you guys will see hopefully all 3 of these tonight, depending on if I can get them all up on time. So, but that's it for now, so I'll talk to y'all later.